Hello everybody and welcome to the Houston Zoo. My name is Bailey. I am a zookeeper here in our Wildlife Connections department. And today we had a little bit of a pivot. We're going to be talking about the farm animals here instead of the goats today. And today over here we have Zamir. He is our domestic zebu. He is extremely handsome and extremely sweet. You get a nice close-up there. He is also 19 years old and pretty old for a cow, but he is still absolutely active and adorable and just his best self every single day. Our farm animals over here are super important because they kind of teach us about the agriculture we have around here. The zebu was actually originated over in India before they were domesticated and brought over to the US and also a bunch of areas around the world to be domestic livestock. He absolutely loves to be scratched. That is his favorite pastime, and he is obsessed with hay. He will come running for it every single morning. He's like, where is it? He also has the best eyelashes, and I'm extremely jealous. It's not a fact, just an opinion, that one. So his diet consists of some grain. We give him wild herbivore. He will also get some veggies like yam and carrots. And he'll also get browse, which is another word for basically branches that have leaves on them, because he loves to get tons and tons of leaves and a bunch of that like stocky stems that come on them as well. He also gets alfalfa hay and coastal hay. So that would be about his whole diet. Yeah. All right, now if you want to follow us over, we're going to go ahead and see the llamas. So first up we have the beautiful Fiesta llama. She is extremely sassy, as llamas are. So she kind of decides when she wants to be interacted with and when she doesn't want to be interacted with. But today she's kind of hanging out, eating her hay, being adorable, and staying out of this weather that we're having. We love the rain, but not just a whole ton of it. So llamas tend to live to be about 15 years old, and Fiesta here is about 11 years old this year. So she is pretty far up there, but again, acting like she's the youngest thing around, the cutest thing around, because she might be. Llamas actually originated in South America before they were domesticated and used as livestock as well. And they are used for their beautiful, beautiful wool that you see all over them. It is extremely soft, and people love to make yarn out of it and therefore blankets out of it, and it's an excellent blanket material because it's nice and toasty and soft and warm. It's the best. So again, these guys are herbivores just like Zamir, which means that they eat basically just plants. Right now she's eating hay. She also got some wild herbivore this morning and some veggies. Again, the carrots and the yam, the carrots and the sweet potato. Sometimes she also gets lettuce. So those are some of her favorites and the stuff that she eats every single day. And I love watching them eat because the way that their jaw moves is just so methodical and nice. And they are not picky, so she's getting all of the hay that she can find. So if you follow us down one more stall, you will see one of our newest members of farm. Not our absolute newest, but one of them. Her name is Yzma. She is a younger llama. She is about approaching 2, I believe, this year. She is absolutely adorable, a little bit smaller than Fiesta. And she thinks that they're best friends, and Fiesta is like, we're kind of acquaintances, I think. Not exactly super big feelings for Yzma, but she puts up with her and plays with her sometimes. It's pretty cute. Yzma's braving the weather more than I would be. Oh, here she comes. She's coming in hot. Hi, Yzma. So she is absolutely adorable, but she is a little more nervous than Fiesta because she is a little bit newer. So if she doesn't come up, don't be offended. Just getting used to everything around here. It's a crazy life. We're a llama at a zoo.
What's your favorite animal to work with?
So my favorite animal to work with out of these guys would definitely be Zamir. He is just the best cow. He loves to give cow kisses every day. And he's always excited to see you coming up. Usually it's because he wants food, but definitely excited to see all of us keepers every single day. We get them scratchies. So yes, the llamas did get a haircut. That is an excellent question. This is necessary for the summer months so that they don't get overheated. And Yzma recently had to get some booster shots, so we went ahead and shaved her as well. So she might look a little bit frumpier than usual, but this is all to make sure that she is nice and cool during the summer. And Fiesta already had her haircut, so she was all set and ready to go. Look at her striking that pose. She knows she's cute, even with her weird haircut. Yeah, we can put that. All right, so over here, toughing it out in the rain, we also have our 4 runner ducks. These are a flightless bird, species of duck. They are extremely adorable and very, very buoyant, as you can see. There are 2 different kinds of ducks that you'll see around. The ones that are typically going to bob on the surface and the ones that dive. And these are the ones that will bob on the surface. These are Indian runner ducks, so they are, of course, originated from India before they were also domesticated and used specifically for their eggs. They lay eggs just about every day, and a way that we can tell if something's going wrong with them is if they stop laying eggs, but so far so good. I honestly just love watching them around. Oh, what's Samir's favorite food? So his favorite food is 100% his coastal hay. He is obsessed with it. He will come running for it. He yells at us for it every day. He'll moo really, really loud, and all the guests are like, "What's happening?" And I'm like, "I promise, he just really, really wants his hay. He is okay." So there are 4 runner ducks, and one of them is a boy and the rest are girls. So we have Willard, Billy, Petunia, and I always blank on the last name. It'll come to me later. But we have, what does your team do to prepare for rainy weather? That is an excellent question. So a lot of the time we'll tie things together if there's a lot of wind, kind of hide things so that they don't get blown around. Whenever it rains a lot, the water systems will drain them a little bit so that they don't overflow. And we just make sure that all of our drains are kept up with and everything like that. And we typically make it out okay after all of those things are done. Most of our animals are pretty hardy and can handle the rain. And the ones that aren't usually have access to some sort of shelter. So they should all be good to go. The ducks have a nice little setup across the way with some shavings so that if they want to lay some little eggs out of the rain, they are totally fine to do so. But it looks like they're having a good time just hanging out in the water. Okay, so we're going to head over to the llamas. Take a look at Yzma and Fiesta again. Absolutely love watching them eat, just munching away on their hay. And if you are just joining us, this is our Facebook Live of our farm area. We were going to do the goats today, but since the weather is a little bit not optimal, we decided to go with the farm animals today since we have a little bit more shelter. And they're showing it off perfectly, just hanging out in their stalls, watching the rain. So what do the ducks eat? We feed them a grain that is called waterfowl grain. They get that, and then they also get some lettuce, and they go absolutely crazy for crickets and mealworms. So some really good ways that we can kind of help farm animals, things that we can do every day that will also help wildlife, is to make sure that we do not release balloons into the atmosphere to just float away, because a lot of the times they make it into pastures and then sometimes the animals eat them and it doesn't turn out so well for them, and it also ends up in wild areas where that can happen as well. So just making sure that we do something fun like bubbles, or we take flower petals and throw those. Those are really, really good alternatives to having the plastics going into the environment. That's Yzma giving us the side eye. Just that bombastic side eye. She needs to make it known. She's like, I'm in charge here. I know. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's Facebook Live. Join us for our next Facebook Live coming soon. And we appreciate everything you do for the Houston Zoo. And we will see you next time.